Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, you know that I'm going to use my Radley Valentine decks. The decks that are calling to me today are my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main message. I'm going to actually use all of them today. I will pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I will also pull one from my Guardian Angel cards. After that, I will pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck to see what might help us a little bit to get through these times. Now, this is the introduction, so remember, I will put the timestamp, and you press on that, I think, and it takes you right to where it needs to be. Hopefully, I will put the timestamp in the in the description so you can bypass the introduction. Okay. I hope you watch it at least once, though. Now, for the introduction, universal energies, I am going to use my Waite Rider Tarot, and we'll pull one, maybe more, from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Talk a little bit about the energies, what's going on for here. Now remember, all the planets are going direct, but they get close to each other. So they're like, think of it as they're like gossipy old men and women. They're just like telling everything what's good and what's bad about the world. Now, on the 27th, Mercury will be leaving Pisces, where it's been kind of lulled a little bit. It'll be leaving Pisces and entering Aries, and I think it was around 2 something Eastern time. So that, so it is moving into Aries. Now, Mercury basically took a little bit of a rest with, being in Pisces, was kind of like, okay, let's go with that flow. Let's see what happens. Mercury's expectations, these are my feelings, my gut feelings. Mercury's expectations were not met. So it is entering into Aries with a vengeance, with a force. And it's got a lot of stuff to talk about. It really wants to get whatever Mercury's message is, whatever Mercury feels the message needs to be, it wants to put it out there. Now, Aries is about, it's the first sign of the astrological year, and it is about self. It is about I. But it's not necessarily something that is really, it's not, you don't have to say that it's very self-centered or self-absorbed. Sometimes it can be, but a lot of times you have to remember that you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of others. So Mercury, that 20, what did I say that it was going on to? Again, I passed that up. On the 27th, Mercury entering Aries, it's going to be really, what matters to you? I shouldn't say you, what matters to the universe? What matters to Mercury? Okay? And expect it to be a little bit on that forceful side. It will be there for a week or two. Let's see, when does it change again? Mercury will then go to Taurus on the 18th. So it will be there for a few weeks. Now, the other thing that we want to know is the new moon in Aries. And this is what really starts the astrological season. It will be on the April 1st. Again, I think that was like 2:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is what really starts Aries. So we've had a little preliminary. We've had a little bit of Aries energy, getting us motivated, having us do things that we have to do to get ready. The new moon, remember, full moon to new moon, waning, get rid of stuff, new moon to full moon, waxing, take things in, build on things. But the new moon is really going to be more of the push. Now, I think it's interesting that it's on April 1st, which is April Fool's Day. Who's to say what that all means? But I did kind of get that has kind of a trickster type of energy. We will see. We will see what it is. But new moon is a good time for you to start something wonderful, start something big, something that concerns you. And that, of course, that could be a business or any of those relationships I always talk about. Something that concerns you. Maybe, it could be a diet program, but it could also be something that really very motivating energy here with that new moon. But again, with Mercury, forceful, getting that message out, a lot, very blunt. New moon, though, again, on the 1st of April, trickster energy. Now, more because of the people that know April 1st as April Fool's Day, but being a fool is okay because it means you have a belief in something more than you. Okay, let's see what we have here. Remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. Like I said, I pray, meditate, and infuse the cards with Reiki energy. But I open myself to higher power, and I ask that message to come through and, and try to step out of its way. Okay, let's see what we have for March 28th through the 31st. First card is, we have that moon energy. So that is the 18. So remember that the cards all have energies. We basically go with our fire, which we're in now, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. We then have our earth energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Very solid, tangible energy, money, job, career. Home, your actual building, your home. Then we go to our air energy, which is Swords energy. It is our Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There is some stuff going on. Not quite this week. I was a little mistaken. It's more in April when Venus does some stuff with Aquarius. But it is making plans, thinking things through, hearing news. And then we come to water energy, cup energy, which is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it's very fluid, very emotional energy. So now we have the moon. So is this telling us something is going to be going on around that full moon? Around that new moon. I'm kind of looking at the, I don't know if you want to say that these are dogs or wolves or feral animals. I'm kind of looking at the animals, barking at it or looking at it or and I'm looking at this moon. And, it always is interesting when you look at the cards. They always have a new meaning. And there's a very stern energy around this. So I don't know if we're going to have some stern energy leading up to that new moon. And that could be okay. That could be okay because then the new moon comes and then that clears away a lot of this energy. But there's this, this new moon, new moon, very stern, there's this, it's in front of the sun, it's kind of eclipsy, but just very new moon. And there's it's affecting a lot of the animalistic tendencies. Not quite sure what that's all about. The moon does have hidden energies, things going on behind the scenes, things that we don't necessarily have to see. So with this, with Mercury on the 27th, because that's going to be, right before this, that's going to be that Sunday. We could expect a little, like I said, as we lead up to that new moon, there could be some, really, I don't know, is it harsh? Is it stern? It just, for looking at the moon this time around, or whatever this face is in, this does not look happy. It does not look happy. And, I don't normally get that energies from these. Your next card is, okay, that is reversed. Remember, reversed cards have a little more meaning to them. So now we have a 4. Okay, we'll have an 18, 1, new beginnings, a 10, transition, 8, unlimited opportunities, okay? Now you add the 1 plus 8 together, it becomes a 9. We're going back to this card. 9, let's wrap it up. Things are done. And this could be, again, as the moon wanes, wrap it up. Things are done. Now we go to 4. 4 has a organization, some stability, also some leadership energy to it. This is the 4 of Swords, like I said, air energy. This is, I'm kind of, again, these cards are looking at this a little bit differently. We have this stained glass over here. We have this person that's basically kind of, is on their knees. And then we have, it looks like a very feminine energy. It could be the Empress, who is, I look at it, the Empress as the feminine divine, okay? Now, and there, this is kind of, it's supplication. It's asking for things. Now, the four of Swords, though, has this resting. A lot of times this is rest. Take it easy a little bit. Meditate. Connect with higher power energy, which is always, the tarot is extremely spiritual energy. So this is, it's always running through, connect with your higher power. But now with this, it's kind of like we have these 3 swords that are just hanging there. And I kind of get this like, it's kind of like, is it ready to drop? Are things ready to drop? But this person is at peace. And at the same time has a sword hidden, has a sword ready. So I'm getting this, ready to drop, sword, but the sword is ready. Okay? But pray, be at peace, rest, let the, kind of see where things are going. Now let's go on here. Celebration. I love this. I love the Three of Cups. These are my I call them my crazy ladies. So whatever's happening, it has to happen in order to bring about something better for us. Cups are our water energy. It is our, like I said, our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, fluid and emotional energy. Three has a lot of power to it. You do something three times, you do something three times, say something three times. It's also about celebration and creativity. So whatever this is, whatever's happening, it is something that's supposed to be happening. It is something that will, again, these cards are kind of popping in the different areas. It does bring about a harvest. I'm kind of getting like the harvest is ready to, I'm kind of getting a pumpkin type of energy here. And, maybe if you're in the southern hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere, pumpkins basically are with the fall. There's a completion energy with this, but they're celebrating. They're saying all is well, all is good. Okay, now, so yeah, what do we have here? I don't know. I kind of feel like these two could be leading up to the moon. I mean, to that new moon. Chill out a little bit. This person, this person might have some danger. It might be facing some danger energy here. But if you really look, the person's face is at peace. So whatever the danger is, it's not going to affect him. And then we have our ladies, the Three of Cups, celebrating the outcome. So let's see what this is all about here. Yeah, that moon's sternness is kind of in the feral animals. But remember, I'm always saying, I do believe in soul contracts, that we come down knowing what we're going to be doing, even though it kind of goes out of our mind. We lose the memory of that. We were meant for this time. We are all light workers. That's why we are joined together here. And, just to encourage each other and keep us on track. And our light needs to shine brightly because there's a lot of darkness out there that we counter. Okay? So this is going to be one of those. Oh my goodness. And there we go. That one flipped over. So remember I was talking about the Fool. Basically have faith, the Fool. Here, let's take a look at this again. This is Osha Zen Tarot. One card came out. It is 0. 0 is God and source energy. This is called the Fool. The Fool has faith. Again, we have the moon up there. So have faith. The Fool, basically jumping off the cliff. I shouldn't say jumping. Stepping off the cliff. Stepping into the unknown. But yet at the same time has faith. And this is the beginning of a new journey. A beginning of a new path. So something's going on. I don't know that, is this for the universe? Is this for somebody personal? I don't really know per se, but it does feel like there's something that, maybe leading up to that new moon, that there's something that's just really kind of, I kind of get a judgy type of energy with this moon here. And the feral dogs, the weird, isn't a lobster? That's a lobster, right? So a lobster, isn't that kind of one of the bottom feeders also? So it's kind of, there's some judgy energy here. Be at peace, be at rest, even though things might look bad. Things aren't as bad as they seem, or they might be as bad as they seem, but they're not necessarily going to be affecting you as badly as you believed. There is a lot of rejoicing and celebration, so that would be a lovely energy to have. That would be a lovely energy. And then we have the Fool. We have the Fool, and the Fool is looking up to the heavens, looking up to the universe. So we've got really interesting stuff going on. I do want you to watch out for, well, not watch out, be aware of Mercury in Aries, because there's going to be, Mercury's been holding back while it's been in Pisces, hanging out with Jupiter. And remember, Mercury and Jupiter, they're not necessarily the best of friends. So just saying. So there was a little bit of animosity there, but Neptune, Mercury, and Jupiter, it was kind of a la-la type of land, and now Mercury's stepping out into Aries and basically saying, expect things to get real, okay? The communication, Mercury over communication, electronics. There's I feel a lot of karma also with Mercury, okay? especially when it goes retro, which it isn't going to do for a little bit of time. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're interpreting this. It's just that they were really popping at me with a little bit of difference here. So take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Remember, you need to do that to keep me on the air, and I really appreciate you doing that. So thank you so much. Now, why don't we start our readings? And hello to you, my Virgos. How are you? I hope wonderful. So let's see what we've got going on. So let's go on. So we went to the Virgo full moon to the Aries new moon. So that should give you your moon a little bit more of a push, actually. So use the new moon to really, to request. I feel like the new moon is pushing my Virgo full moon, and what your intentions are or what you put out there. You should start seeing more answers. Okay, more answers. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards are face down. Nothing is reversed. So my Virgos, what do we have for you? First card is Strength. Okay, if you have any Leo in you, in your natal chart at all, rising, ascending, moon, Venus, Mars, Mercury, whatever, take a look at Leo also, because Leo picked up the Strength card too. And I did feel like there was some divine protection for that Leo energy there. Archangel Ariel is very gentle, but very firm, very strong. Archangel Ariel is known to, or is believed to be connected to the natural energies, to be even though this is strength, but to be connected with a lot of the animal energy also. So, but yet we have this lion that's, she has tamed, the lion that she has calmed. Now, strength, we have that 1-1 energy, new start. You can add it together, becomes a 2, some choices with this. There is a lot of, just kind of like, going for, Mercury is going to be wanting us to speak a little bit more bold, maybe a little more sharp, a little bit more cutting. It's an Aries, so it's going to be kind of like chop, 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 chop. The thing about Strength, the thing about Archangel Ariel, she's going to ask you to do it with kindness. She wants you to still stay strong. She doesn't necessarily want you to back down, but to be kind while you're doing this. So there might be some things you have to face, some battles you might have to enter into, but you don't have to do it with viciousness. Again, there is this thing about doing it with kindness. Okay. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. So, I'm kind of always, when the Strength card comes up, it's like, okay, so who am I supposed to forgive? Why am I supposed to be strong? What is about to happen that I need to know that I got to keep focused, and, what is this happening? Why do I have to be strong? Well, we'll find out. Here we go. Next card is the 8 of Michael. Oh, so the thing, kind of, it's like, it's like I'm feeling like you're being pressured not to necessarily shine. You're being pressured not to necessarily grow. I'm kind of getting this grow, glow type of energy. It's like you're being pressured to stay where you're at. Don't step outside your box. Don't step outside your lane. Don't color outside your lines type of thing. I'm feeling like this might be an energy that's coming against base. You know what it is? It's not necessarily it's coming against you. It's actually one of those darn old life lessons. It's like saying to you, no, this is what you're supposed to be doing, my Virgo. This is what I have given you. And I'm feeling like for my Virgo, it's like, not so fast. Not so fast. So the thing is, how do you handle this pressure? How do you handle this, these restrictions? Okay. So the 8 of Michael, 8 unlimited opportunities. So we have a 118, 811. Michael is our air energy. It's our thought processes. It's our plans. It is hearing news too. And this is our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And this is kind of saying, no, you don't have to stay in the box. But it will take a little bit of courage to break out of that box. So it's kind of like, staying in the lane is okay. It is not a bad thing to do. but it just feels a little bit like wearing some tight shoes. It feels a little uncomfortable. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So there could be a little bit of fear with that. It's like, well, if I do this, I could be, I could be fired, I could be this, and those are very genuine fears, genuine worries. There's also, so you're going to have to really think about these things, pray on it, meditate on it. Next card is the 10 of Raphael. So now we have a 11810. 10 is transition. Raphael is water energy. And this is about happy home. This is love and blessings fill this. So is this all connected with this? It's kind of like, you don't want to necessarily rock the boat with your job. Now also being free could be that you actually come to an acceptance of your situation, and that in itself can be very freeing. It's like, okay, or you can make your plan to say, okay, you know what, I don't necessarily like this idea, but I can make some plans to change my reality, change my choices here. But the 10 of Raphael is all about love and blessings and just water energy. It's not necessarily the 3 of Cups that we had in the beginning, but it just has a very joyful energy. But again, we go back to that strength card. So what is it? What is it? Is it something that you need to make some changes in your home to kind of tweak some of the, and I shouldn't say home, in your relationships to tweak them a little bit so that they actually come to come to this love and blessings? It could also be just, it could be kind of this, well, you know what? We look around, we see so many things going on in the world, and could be a very good time to just count your blessings. So, love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. So it's really, this is the interesting card to me, because I do feel like it's like you're being told not to do something, not to make waves, and that might be why you need strength. It might be you need strength to not make the waves, or you might need strength to make some waves. Either way, really think about it. You may want to ask people that you care about and care about you what to do with the situation too. So this one's a little bit iffy with this. I'm not quite sure which way we want to go. You can be free, yes. But does that mean that you have to break free and you have to, or does it mean that you come to a sense of freedom in knowing that you are choosing to be in whatever the situation is? Here we go. Justice. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, whatever this is all about, justice is served. Justice is served. So, Archangel Ariel, and I am getting justice is served, and that could be in the legal sense. I'm not a lawyer, nothing to do, nothing legal things, not me. Get a lawyer. It could be in the metaphysical too, but justice also has a lot of Libra energy to it. It is an 8. We have the double 8 here. Archangel Ariel, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Okay, that might be this answer. Stand up for your beliefs. Interesting with this. You've got an interesting one, my Virgos. So should we just say interesting for you, my Virgos? Strength in numbers, strength. You've got a couple of 8s here. You've got 3 1s right off the bat. 0 God source energy from that 10. So let's see what we've got here. What the guardian angels want to say about all of this for my Virgos. This is reversed. Another 8. So you have 3 1s and you have 3 8s. So there's a lot of 8 energy here. Unlimited opportunities, possibilities. This is the 8 of Cups, 8 of water. So you have some water energy with this too. You feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, wow. So in those 8s, unlimited opportunities and possibilities. The nice thing about you, my Virgos, is you're not going to do anything rash, even if sometimes you feel like you want to. So, connect with your higher power. You got 2, Raguel and Ariel. Basically major arcanas, major players in whatever's going on here. So let's see. So 8s and 1s are very big numbers for you. Let's see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Virgos. Carnelian. Self-trust, relationship, rejuvenation, powers of concentration, the healing from abuse. Okay, interesting with that too. So, what are you going to do, my Virgos? One thing I know, you are planners. Make your plans. So, my Virgos, take a moment to please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, though, know that you truly are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.